ladies and gentlemen, Aaron John here for Forever Football DRFC, your Doncaster Rovers fan channel. It is preview day for Doncaster Rovers against Oxford United in League One action at the Keyboard Stadium. Now, before we get started, make sure you do like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss another YouTube video. Also, go and check out the discussion that I did yesterday on Twitter with Gabriel Sutton, Adam from Into the Empty Net, and Daniel Nice. Now, go and check out all of their social medias. Really great guys. See the discussion that I did with them yesterday about the Rovers situation, who our next manager is going to be, etc. So please go and check that out. It would really mean a lot. Now, obviously, the big game here against Oxford United in the league. 3 points are needed. Obviously, with the exit of the FA Cup, we are down to one competition, and that is League One. No more cup competitions. League One is the only one. Now, obviously, target is simple. Survival. Survive League One. That is the target. That's the goal. Obviously, the club, in terms of the direction we're going, in terms of the plan of what we need to, what plan we've got for the long term, it's a crossroads at the minute. We don't know exactly what's going on. But obviously, Gary McSheffrey will take charge for this game. We know that. I'm praying that, you know, there's a couple of players in that squad that need to be dropped. I've got no doubts about that. There's a couple of players that need to be dropped. And we'll see. We'll just see how it takes us. So let's go into our predicted... In fact, no, before we go into our predicted lineup, let's talk a little bit about Oxford, because, you know, once again, they're going through a decent season. As we look in the league standings, in terms of the league table as it stands going into these midweek games, Oxford are in 7th. They're only a point outside the playoffs. So once again, Oxford are having a really decent season. They've scored 30. They've conceded 19. They are one of only 3 teams to be inside the 10 digits in terms of conceding goals. So, you know, they're doing well. We are not the biggest conceder of goals in this league, only by a little bit, but we're not, which is good. But on the other hand, we are the least amount of scorers. You know, the next team has scored 5 more goals than us, which is, of course, Gillingham. So, obviously, you know, we're going to be in a bit of a situation. We are in a situation. We're in a really bad situation. We've got no manager. Some of the players just aren't performing up to the standard that we need them right now. And we somehow need to get victories at some point. So, it's one of those things, really, where it's like, I've got no idea what's going to happen. Oxford are due to batter someone. Maybe we're the fall guys. Let's go into this predicted lineup then. So there's not much we can do about some of it. Obviously, we're expecting Ethan Galbraith to be fit for this game. There's a couple of players I want to see dropped. I want to see some of these players dropped because they're just not good enough at the moment. So thinking about it, got Jones in goal. People say, why aren't you putting in Dahlberg? Jones conceded 3 goals. The goals weren't Jones's fault. Jones is the permanent future. Give him a nice run of games now. Back 4 of Horton, Blythe, Anderson and Noyle. People in their exact positions. In the 3 in midfield, I've gone with Rose, the Cam, and Smith and Galbraith behind. People say, why would you drop Liam Ravenhill? I think it's just because we've got the strength in numbers back in that midfield. So I think Ravenhill, unfortunately, becomes the fall guy. But I would like to see him change it up and give Ravenhill a start over, let's say, Smith, or if Galbraith's only fit enough for the bench, or if you're playing Rowe at centre-back instead of Blythe or Faulkner, then maybe you put Liam Ravenhill in there. But in terms of people in their exact positions, I'm afraid Ravenhill becomes the fall guy. I've gone with Barlow on the left wing, Kulea on the right wing. No Huula. I think he should be on the bench. His performance wasn't good enough in that second half against Mansfield to even deserve to start. So Huula should be on the bench, and Barlow on the left, Kulea on the right. And Joe Dadu up front. That is how I would probably do it. It's got a mix of McSheffrey's players. Obviously, Blythe's in there, Horton's in there, Jones in there, Kulea's in there. 4 players that are currently in the academy or graduated from the academy and are part of the first team. that are part of this squad that McSheffrey knows. We're expecting a few of them to be on the bench as well, some of the under-18s as well. So we're just trying to make do right now. We really are trying to make do. And let's go back to those. Let's go back to that sofa score up where I looked at the league standings and where Oxford were, because we're expecting this appointment in a fortnight. We're expecting the managerial appointment in a fortnight. So looking then at what we're looking at here. We've got Oxford on Tuesday, we've got Shrewsbury on Saturday. The following Saturday, we've got Lincoln. Hopefully by Lincoln, if not Sunderland, we should have a manager in place. It'll be before the Lincoln game. These next two games will be the last two with McSheffrey in charge, and he's previously hinted in interviews recently that he's not going to take the job on full time. So it will be a completely new man. And I've got a feeling this won't be a former player. This manager's going to be someone that's got no affiliations to the club whatsoever. It's going to be someone completely different. So I think Oxford and Shrewsbury, that's it for McSheffrey. He's going to get and then the new manager's going to get Lincoln, he's going to get Sunderland, he's going to get Cambridge for the rest of this month. Then the January window opens. You've got Morecambe. By the time the January window opens and Morecambe comes around on the 2nd of January, I'm not expecting any transfers. I'm not expecting any transfer activity. Let's be realistic here. So I would probably say, in terms of what this new manager's got to work with, I would probably say, realistically, maybe the Rotherham game, maybe the Wigan game on the 8th or the 15th of June. I mean, the Rotherham game is going to get moved anyway, so the next league game, depending on when the Rotherham game gets moved, because of Rotherham progressing in the FA Cup and we haven't, the next league game after Morecambe on the 2nd will be the 15th, and that's against Wigan. I am expecting, in fact, no, stuff the expecting. As a Rovers fan, I'm demanding that we get some transfer business done after Morecambe, before Wigan. 2nd of January is way too soon for a new manager to work his magic in 2 days, to get some kind of transfer activity in before the Morecambe game. I'd be very surprised if we do. For that Wigan game, in 13 days after that Morecambe game, I demand transfer business. And many other Rovers fans demand transfer business. We all demand it. Whether you bowl win in, bowl win out, whatever, we all demand transfer business. Because if we take too long again, what's the plan? And they discussed it brilliantly on that Twitter stream yesterday with Gabriel. Adam, Daniel, Gabriel, myself, we all discussed it. What about a football person? A director of football, or a technical director, someone who can deal with the football side of things. In the FA Cup game, there was reports and rumours from fans, and people have said there's some truth to it, that Steve McLaren was spotted in the West Stand today. Whether it was a day out or something behind that, I don't know. Will he be a manager again? Probably not. But someone like Steve McLaren, with that knowledge, imagine him as director of football, who's been there and done that. He's been a manager of England. He's been a top flight winner. Could you imagine Steve McLaren as director of football? Imagine what kind of excitement that would bring. The bowling out people might end up quietening down, because we've got someone that's a director of football and deals with the football side of things, while the rest of the board deal with the football side of things. Because let's be brutally honest, shall we? The only thing wrong with the ownership, I mean, people can tell me otherwise, but in my opinion, the only thing I've personally seen wrong from the ownership is the football side of things. The financial side of things, and the whole events and everything, and putting on events and making money through that, and trying to do things for the community. In terms of that side of things, they're doing well. The football side of things, the structure of the football side of the club, take away the business side of it, the football side of it has been questionable at times over the years since they've been here. Get a football person in there, things start improving, and maybe we might get somewhere. So it's certain things that need sorting out. You can't put your finger on one thing, because certain things need sorting out. And if this, as if there was any more proof about, and then Saturday being the perfect showcase, that the manager wasn't the problem. It wasn't the only situation where we needed improving. Players need to improve, and the structure needs to improve. Brutally honest, brutally realistic. But there we are, guys. I'm going to go predict my scoreline now. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Oxford win. I think Oxford will just win it. I'm not going to sit here and say we'll beat Oxford because, you know, look where they are, look where we are. But there we are, guys. Thank you very, very much. My name is Aaron Chandler from Forever Football DRFC. Keep on the Rovers life, and that, my friends, full time. Rovers side die. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all in the next video.